Civilization or Barbarism, an Authentic Anthropology by Dr. Cheikh Anta Diop. The former predominance of the Black civilization around the Mediterranean region is attested to by the unexpected existence of the pre Hellenic Black virgins and goddesses, such as the Black Demeter of Phagalia in Arcadia, the Black Aphrodite of Arcadia and Corinth, the Black Virgin of Saint Victor of Marseilles, and the Black Virgin of Chartres, who once was honored as Our Lady under the earth. Lastly, Marceline Boulay and Henri Victor Vallot, citing Schreiner, insist on the fact that Homo Nordicus is of recent stock, who resulted from interbreeding that occurred south of Denmark at the beginning of the Neolithic Age between a local element consisting of the descendants of the Upper Paleolithic man and a group of invaders who came from the south, a diverse dolichocephaly with, up to a certain point, slight Neolithic brachycephalic traits. Moreover, these authors think that the mesocephaly of Ofnet evolved into the world's first brachycephaly during the Neolithic period, at a time when the last of them were neither present in Russia, the Near East, nor North Africa. There were fewer still during the Upper Paleolithic Age, which was marked by the presence of the dolichocephaly and the mesocephaly. The third Kurgan, Jamna, in Soviet terminology, invasion occurred around 2900 BCE and is attested to by the hundreds of tombs in Romania, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, and central Hungary. These tombs, down to the tiniest details, resemble the Kurgan tombs of the lower Dnieper and those of the lower Don called Jamna, tombs in a shaft in the Russian language. These invasions could very well have contributed in a significant way to the formation of the Slav branch, or to its division in two groups: the Slavs of the north, Russians, Polish, and the Slavs of the south, the Balkan peoples. It is important to emphasize the fact that those Kurgan people of the lower Dnieper and the lower Don migrated recently to this region, probably at the beginning of the Neolithic Age. There is no evidence of their presence in the Upper Paleolithic Age. It is only after the abatement of the cold weather at the end of the last Würm glaciation that the Cro-Magnoids were able to advance farther to the east and occupy these regions to set out again towards the west after an adaptation to the conditions of nomadic life, thus giving the signal to the so-called Kurgan invasions. On the other hand, in spite of Jimbuta's suppositions, ancient Europe did not know writing and did not transmit to posterity any evidence that it did, not a single readable sign. Also, the existence of matriarchy in this ancient society, though probable, remains purely a hypothesis that cannot be demonstrated today owing to a lack of documents. This ancient culture, founded on agriculture, was completely destroyed and replaced by a patriarchal nomadic culture that came from the outside, the same one that Europe finally transmitted to history, beginning with the Dorians 1200 years before Christ. The cult of the Black Virgins, which the Church finally sanctified in modern times, derived directly from the cult of Isis, which preceded Christianity in the northern Mediterranean. We lack scientific proof to connect them to the Aurignacian Venuses but their existence confirms the southern origin of civilization. Finally, Gimbutas could have assigned rough values to the carbon 14 dates next to the calibrated or corrected values according to highly technical procedures, but which are still contested. Calibration according to the rough age found can make any age younger or older at will, so much so that for now, many laboratories limit themselves to supplying non calibrated dates, and that's where we'll end chapter 1 and pick back up on chapter 2. I'm Yarrell Riley. This is Civilization or Barbarism.